running back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click over. Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Silver. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it
up. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First escape, and that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Now Austin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll turn to the power game at Ola Waller. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Olawale. 67 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Dancing away at the 30. Washington's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Counter, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ready? 30. Easy. Check. 154. Let's go. Bang.
Trying to get to first with Samuels. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Easy.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's get it. Set.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Double buck. 77. Hey, shoot.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner taking it in as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyson Alualu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are
at their own 24-yard line.
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but...
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They find some open field here. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott from the gun, rolling to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
third down. It's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main blitz coming, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott now keeps himself upright. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Black 80! 55! He don't know no better. 555! Alert, alert! Hey, pick your game up! Deuce!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to... 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Now it's all to Waller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
This to Jarwin. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
46. 55.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Robert Quinn picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shoot!
Running to start the drive is Samuels. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Everybody know the click. Way too many wins, they know diamond. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. So they wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the clip. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And an alley to run. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, it's Ingram, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Roethlisberger looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering how we...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 47 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job. Hey, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Roethlisberger will throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Complete to Washington. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Makes the score
doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 15.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 40 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Patrick Owasor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is caught. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
16, 7-7.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Thomas. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Hey, you got three, three down. Hey, Mike's 50. Come on, baby.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.